Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Foundry Reviews. Today, it is I, Sly, accompanied by John and Ken, for another lovely episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Episode 5. You have a lot to learn about pirates. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Doing well.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn about pirates.
Right? Hi, man.
Was quite good. I'm still loving the treasure planet vibes and whatnot. It's pretty good.
I think this one picked back up from where the last episode dipped.
Yeah, for sure. I was really big into this one, and it was nice learning a lot about it. Like, I had to actually really enjoy like little side characters, like the little clerk. She was awesome. The little bounty hunter, you knew, she was awesome. The Cthulhu in a mud pit, he was
Cthulhu
awesome.
Octopus.
Yeah, like
cool.
Everyone had a really good purpose, and they were fun. You know, to where I was like, oh, cool, like another scene, like more lines from this person. Like, I like them a lot. I actually want to know a little bit more about them. Like, they're entertaining enough for me. I like that stuff. It was pretty cool. The little treasure room was pretty cool as well. Throne room.
It was.
Before we get into that, though, we have to mention that little scene at the beginning where the parents are all like colluding and like.
Oh right.
Like
Cavorting?
This episode started weird because it was just on the dad, and he's like plugging in a USB and trying to get some more information on, and I'm like, him. The stick in the mud dude that doesn't seem like he would ever break a rule is about to like try to get this information.
Yeah,
and he doesn't even do a good job. He gets found out, and then he goes to like the boss's office, which is the mom of
Ben.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, so it doesn't really mean anything. Why do they need to do this anyways if she could just get the information? But apparently her method isn't working fast enough, so I guess they're desperate, and he was like, I'm gonna get it anyways or something.
Yeah, because didn't Neil's mom ask them like, "Hey, will you actually do this?" Like,
yeah,
kind of
so
thing.
I thought that was all very interesting.
They're all passing the buck. Like, I need you to do this.
Working like trying to work together in different ways and shit like that. But hopefully, hopefully
the
they
lengths
don't.
a parent will go to, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like they need to get their kids back in order so they will take their place so they can retire. You know.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
That's
is
true.
To get your job, get your kid to take your place. That way you can retire. I wonder what retirement place is like at. It's gotta be pretty good.
Yeah, seriously. So I think the other weird thing with this episode, I was a little disappointed with how quickly they resolved the SM-33 issue.
Yeah.
They tied him up, so like he wouldn't do anything. They're like, oh no, if we turn him back on, he's just gonna go at us again, and then it was like fine, and they just talked him out of it, and then he broke out of the ropes anyways. Like he could have broken out of the ropes.
I did like that bit.
That was very funny.
Just like, take us there, and he's like, aye, and he just rips it up.
Yeah, like he doesn't even notice that he's like being like bound or anything. It's just like he just sits right up and he's like walks like, all right, cool. That was pretty funny.
He's a pretty jacked droid, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of droid he was designed for, actually. Have you guys ever thought about that? Like, you know how most droids like serve a function in their original creation?
Jacking it.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
What? Was he a protocol droid? Clearly not.
Protocol jacking it.
A battle droid? He must have been made for combat.
I would assume, because I mean the way he goes from like the hunchback to like getting like 2 extra feet taller every time he straightens out. I'm like,
what do you think? Like, are you saying like he does bending, he does clamps? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you. No, that's a really interesting thought of like what his origins are. Like, do we get a SM-33 like origin story now?
Please.
Actually, I really like that. He's actually quite good.
Yeah, show us the old crew he was a part of. That would be interesting.
Yeah, the one fucking what's his name?
Tak Renid, his old captain.
Yes. So we learned a little bit about him. Tak Renid.
And the ship.
Yeah, which is the Cinder or something?
The Onyx Cinder.
Lovely, cool name.
Right?
Cool. Yeah, I liked that a lot. We had the captain line being thrown around quite a bit here. We had some challenges, some mutiny for the captain role. It's pretty crazy stuff there.
Yeah.
I had a weird thing about like they threw the money in the acid pit. What the fuck?
Oh,
like how does that work?
Yeah, but like the acid's like, all right, we'll go down now.
Yeah. It's
I
like,
wonder if it's because like I would have preferred it if when the acid drained, the credit was still there, like at the bottom.
Oh
Like
yeah, that would
it
be
just
dope.
needed like a pressure, like something that would make it to the bottom without melting.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
that's
felt like that would
excellent.
have been an easy way to explain it.
Yeah, because
yeah,
like, oh,
like
the
the
metal is
acid only
so.
dissolves like non-gold or
Yeah.
whatever material.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would have been easy. That'd been fucking easy to do. You thought about it for like 30 seconds and you figured it out.
Yeah.
That was way better.
Sorry, bro. So they don't want to hire me for a reason.
We saw fucking. I was kind of getting a little giddy because seeing like Jedi Law over here. I was like, all right. I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I was kind of,
yeah.
I was kind of
Yeah.
getting a little excited about it. You know, not that like I hate this fucking idea that Star Wars cannot be Star Wars unless it has Jedi. You know, like I hate that fucking. I think that's stupid. You know, like I
Yeah.
think there's so many stories that you can tell, and it's fantastic. You know, but then I'm like, I see Jedi Jude Law, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is cool. God damn it.
That's the problem. But at the same time, like, you know, I know this is just even from like a little bit that we've gotten, but the Tack rented little clip that we had, and just like him getting excited talking about his like legends, that shit gets me excited too. I want pirate lore.
Mhm.
I want
Yeah.
scum and villainy. I miss that.
Yeah, I want to see like the thugs. Like I would like to see a little bit more POV of the pirates and whatnot. You know.
I want to see Jod's character unhinged, like at the beginning in the very first episode when he
Yeah.
had the helmet. I
Murdering
liked
folks.
like his presence.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, and it was pretty funny. He's like, yeah, fill the pit up with acid again. And it's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah,
Ruthless.
no question. He was like, all right,
SM33
you have
's
control,
like,
right?
"Alright."
So, did they just decide? Did he decide to turn on them and be like, I don't really need them anymore, or like, there's no actual reward for me, or like, why did he feel the need to turn on them at that point?
Yeah, I'm not sure like why now was the time.
I was gonna
'Cause
ask.
he could have
if-
done that so many other times.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna-
could have waited until he got there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, or like, I don't know, like held them hostage or done something, or I don't know. It'd have been very different circumstances.
Because he
there.
planned on putting them in the brig anyway. He was bringing them with him. So he was still doing the right thing. He was like, I'm going to get them home.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. Part of me wants to just give him benefit of the doubt and say he got tired of being pushed around. Because I'm going to be honest, Fern is a shit captain.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's a kid playing at make-believe, trying to act like an adult. And he put her in her place. But it was also very uncalled for because he's like, just like yield, bro. Like, I don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out his motivation. Like, why now? Why did it have to be now?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna like. I specifically wanted to ask you guys because I didn't understand it. So I was like, why? Maybe you knew something that maybe I didn't. Because he saw like the video of that captain and he was talking and he's like turned it off and I was like, okay, what did that trigger? It felt like that triggered something that made him want to turn on the kids. But
Because he
didn't-
found out it was an old Republic mint, which
Yeah.
is what their parents do. They manufacture money.
Yeah.
So, what? I'm trying
I
to
don't-
think.
yeah,
Like,
I don't know
unless he
what
wants
that-
like a bank heist.
Maybe, you know, I still don't know.
The thrill of the score, maybe, versus him getting a reward. That's the only thing I can rationalize right
Yeah,
now.
just
What about you,
grasping
Ken?
at something.
I don't know. It seemed maybe just seeing that he's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm gonna take control. Screw these kids. I'm gonna become essentially what this guy is. Take all this treasure, go find the mint, and I don't know, just become a pirate legend and not have to deal with these kids anymore. Maybe like that's the only thing I can think of. But it just seems like he could have just like held on to that. Obviously he's still got a decent moral compass like we were talking about in the last one where he's like not gonna completely like kill these kids. He could have
Yeah,
easily
because he
killed
was
them
begging
like,
her
any
to
time.
yield like multiple times.
Yeah, so he's still like, I don't want to hurt you, just yield and let me be captain. And I don't know. Yeah, it's still like it seems like he could have he had so many opportunities to just do that, but maybe he was waiting for just enough information. And now he thinks he has enough information to do everything without the kids. Like he knows he's got the recording, which should tell him more about where the planet is. He
True.
can do all of that by himself. He has no reason to keep the kids around anymore, I guess. Maybe that's the thought process.
I don't know. It's like they were all going the same place, and he was gonna get a reward in money anyway. So it's like, why? I don't get it. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
why go in bad standing with them now? So it's like now you're back on the defense when before you were like, hey, I'm with them, but now you're like, yeah, he's evil as fuck. He tried to kill us, and it's like, I don't get it. But dude, I guess he just loves having enemies.
Many names. A man of many, many, many
Yeah.
names. That
Speaking
was
of-
kind of comical when they're running around.
What about the Cheddar Bob scene where he what's his name almost lightsabers his fucking leg off?
I was about to say
Yeah.
that too. It's like I really was disappointed on how they were treating Finn or Wim. Like, the dude has no strengths whatsoever. It's like, this is a kind of kid that turns to the dark side, like some Anakin Skywalker
Oh,
shit.
100%.
Everyone hates him. He
Oh,
fucks
yeah.
up every single fucking thing. There's no good things about it. It's not like he's got pure heart like
No.
Neil. He's just young and stupid. It's like, yeah, let him fucking put the fucking lightsaber through his skull because of how shit he is at everything in life, you know? And it's like, I feel bad about it because, like, I wanted a little bit of redemption. And I was like, fucking cool. He's got the lightsaber. It's like, he's going to save the day. And then he just fucks it up. And it's like the only one who would know how to use a lightsaber besides Jude Law there. And it's like, dude, you've been looking at books, failing, like, class, ignoring everything in life, reading about this shit. You still fuck it up? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he at least like ignited it and tried to do a couple swings. Failed epically because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, yeah.
But at least like been able to like kind of try, and obviously would have been just totally overpowered.
Yeah, or just have, like, SM33 go up against him, and he's like, or, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't because remember, per the code, the challenge has to be thrown.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't finish that there. Because at some point, though, like, I don't know, they could have. I just wanted him to shine a little bit because everyone else
Yeah.
has been useful so far in the show and has
That's
had
true.
some kind of, like, part to
He
shine.
kind of redeems himself at the end with his stupid, but I
Escape
guess
plan.
yeah, out of nowhere he's just like, all right, I know what to do. Indiana Jones this shit. Just
Next scene,
Yeah, and I'm
fucking-
like, what
they're
if
just
that's
in spikes? Yeah,
I know, yeah. I'm like, this guy really didn't think this through.
yeah. That's just he doesn't think at all. This is the thing, though.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I want to like him, and it's like, but they keep making him do like shit that is just unlikable, to a degree.
I think they're setting up like a heavy redemption, like he's finally gonna get his act together towards the end. But you're right, he's ironically the most unlikable, and he was arguably supposed to be like the main character.
That's what I
of
thought
Kids.
too, and I just kept feeling bad. I was like, dude, like, fuck.
Yeah. Right.
Him and
'cause
Fern are the
everyone
main
else
two.
has a thing.
That's
It's
like
interesting.
Neil's pure heart, like Fern's a good leader, like KB is like
Is
is
the
a
brains.
technician, like good handy, like it's everything, and it's just like, what the fuck does he do? Like, he can't even defend them. Like, he can't even be the muscle. It's like, what the fuck else is he there for then?
wild card, bitch.
I know. It's like it's always Sunny fucking wild card. That's the perfect fucking thing. It's like he's just alliterating
Even
shit.
KB contributes heavily at the spa when they get jumped. She's like, I can ruin your day. And she just pulls out, a freaking wrench? And she
Yeah.
just undoes one bolt.
Yeah, I did like the spa. The spa was a cool thing. I like how it just wasn't Last Jedi Casino like thing that they
Oh,
have.
thank you.
I've seen that many
I would have
times.
been so irritated if I had some flashbacks to that. I would have turned it off. I do not want to be reminded of the sequel trilogy in any
I'm
of my
sorry
Star
I
Wars
brought it
content.
up.
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
I also appreciated that little detail about how SM33 is like hyping up Skull Ridge Mountain. He's like, oh my god, Captain Rennett's crib. Shit was crazy, man. There was like fire and lava, torture. And then you get there, it's like, nah, this is like a pleasure planet. There's like
Yeah.
mud baths and like orgies galore. Yeah, no, it was wild. It
You,
reminded me of like Thor Ragnarok with the
how-
little party.
how long ago do you guys think that was?
I don't know. It must be a pretty long time if they built all of that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I like that.
This is where it gets complicated for me
But
because
enough time for Jude Law to know about both instances, like about the legend and, well, I guess they could have handed down the legend, so that's true.
Yeah. Because touching on our previous conversation about SM-33's origin, I do wonder if he's an Old Republic droid. And
Yeah.
maybe that's why he's so unusually built, but then that confuses me because why would Old Republic droid be a part of an Old Republic crew looking for Old Republic treasure?
That's a
You
very
know?
good, yeah.
That's the dilemma. So I'm like, maybe it's like at that turn of the millennia where it becomes like the modern Republic, because this show takes place after the end of the Empire, right?
I don't know when this takes place.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so I mean, at that point, a lot has passed. A lot has passed. I like to think then, yeah, maybe like his crew maybe was like at the early days of like the Kenobi and Yoda kind of era, and maybe that's where it all started.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Piracy was big during the Clone Wars, you know?
Yeah.
We remember seeing a lot of it on Tatooine, the Hutts,
Even it
Pike
was,
Syndicate.
yeah, it seemed like it was kind of falling apart a little bit towards like Mandalorian-esque. It felt very like Remnants-wise.
That was
honestly.
kind of the end of it, yeah.
True.
Because the New Order was cracking down on a lot of that stuff, even in the Outer Rim, it seemed like.
Yeah.
I was looking at his Wikipedia. It says his homeworld is Lanupa, so interesting.
SM-33?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess that's just because the base is there.
Yeah, I was just gonna see what kind of droid he was.
A pad.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I guess.
Ratings?
Yeah, ratings. The little bounty hunter, the Scottish bounty hunter, she was fucking excellent, right?
Oh,
Very
yeah.
interesting character.
The love interest, yeah.
Loved her. She was so fucking dope, dude. I really liked her.
I liked her a lot, too. I'm assuming she got cooked by lava, but I liked her.
Yeah. I kind of get like Star-Lord vibes a little bit from
From Jod?
yeah.
Thank you. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a 7.5.
Solid, solid. I think I'll go just a little bit higher and just a solid 8.
I can see that.
I'm gonna bring it back down a little bit. I'm gonna give it a 7. Don't get me wrong. I love the episode, but it's not quite there for me. I think there's still room for more.
Yeah.
Especially the way they teased with the lightsaber at the end with Jod taking it. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on. You're right. I do want to see some Jedi shit. Come
I know
on.
it's so cool. It's like maybe like not even Jedi, but it's like I want to see him with a lightsaber. Like that shit's fucking cool, you know? Like I even liked in Jedi Survivor how there were just some dudes who had a lightsaber, you know, and like they were
I
ill
enjoyed
fitted for
seeing, like,
combat for it,
yeah.
you know. But they were like, oh fuck it,
100%.
it's a weapon. It's like fuck it. If I was a piece of shit out there doing bad shit, I would take a fucking lightsaber as well, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't I? Like it cuts
You
through
put a
everything.
lightsaber in any character's hands, instant aura. I'm never gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Thank
dude
you,
holding it?
Finn,
No.
who's the Lord, who's like the greatest of the sequel trilogy, you know,
Yeah.
who had a lightsaber in a scene, and everyone, and it just fucking changed everyone's perspective for Star Wars altogether.
Yeah.
But what does that give us Foundry official score then? What is that?
7.
7
Oh,
and a
7.5.
half.
7.5 then? Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty solid. I really like the episode. We have what, 3 more? 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, cool. We got plenty to watch then. But do we think that Jod is gonna leave without the kids?
I mean, it kind of seems like it. I don't know what they're gonna do about that.
100%.
Or do you think his heart's gonna get the best of him?
No, I think he's gonna cheese it. He's gonna clear out, and honestly, I'm rooting for KB to save the day. She's
Yeah.
the ingenuitive one.
Yeah,
She's
right.
probably gonna like commandeer a ship or something.
Big and KB. And all of them except for Wim, unfortunately.
I know. Yeah, Wim. I really hope Wim has his day, because it was not today. This was. He fumbled.
Wait. That's not true. He entertained that dude, the Cthulhu monster, right? Isn't he the one that was telling him stories?
Oh, you know what? Oh, Ken's onto something.
He finally served a purpose.
Oh shit. You know what? You're right. He is just a bit of a storyteller because he's so big on like adventure and like the ideas. Oh.
All right, good point. Good point. You're right.
So maybe
Okay.
he'll go back to him and be like,
We'll
this
tally
is-
1 win for
this is
Wim.
what happened, and maybe that. What was that? There was a name for him. It was a Cthulhu monster dude. Maybe he'll help get a ship or something. That would be interesting.
Maybe. I'd like to see him again. He was cool.
Write him out of there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, we fucking so scratch that Finn shit talking or Finn.
Wim.
Wim. Yeah, thank you. Their names are a little annoying because it's
A little-
just all
yeah.
one syllable except for KB. It's just like we're not that
Neil,
dumb. We
Wim,
can
Burn.
remember a couple characters for fuck's sake. It's Star Wars, you know. But names like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn, you know, like we've had worse.
Dooku. Yeah.
We've had fucking worse, you know.
Yeah.
Kid Moody, you know, like there's a couple out there, you know, that I can't even fucking
100%.
remember. Yeah, but that's gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna give it a good old 7.5, episode 5 of Skeleton Crew. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave some support for the slugs. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode down below in the comments. But we shall see you guys later on the next one. But until then, bye guys.
Bye.
Peace.